Tomorrow feels like sunlight spilling through the blinds. I don't know if I'll reach it, maybe I won't mind. I keep returning, tracing steps I left behind, as if the past could teach me what I'd like to find. The morning moves in colors soft across the floor. I try to hold the moments, learning more and more. The lightest touch from you is all I can afford, and hope that what I give is something you can adore. And all this time I wonder, am I getting closer to you, getting closer to you? After all this time, have you made up your mind? And all this time, I wonder, am I getting closer to you, getting closer to you? After all this time, have you made up your mind? Tomorrow feels like sunlight, warmer than before. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm wanting more. I keep returning, though I've left some things behind, and maybe now I'm closer to what I left to find. What I left to find. What I left to find.
Hello friends, thank you so much for joining me on today's video and welcome back. Happy May everyone! I was enjoying this first week of the most beautiful months, watching the first fresh leaves on the trees and the blue skies through the window in my studio because I was mainly locked in here, going through the old materials and doing the inventory and working on some new exciting projects, which I hope I will be able to share with you shortly. So I was experimenting with the air drying clay once again, and I was exploring the shrink plastic, which is a new material for me, and I'm amazed by how many new opportunities it gives. So stay tuned. I hope that I will be able to show you the final results real soon. Also, I was experimenting with some new materials and I had one very exciting collaboration. So it's the second time on this channel that the collaboration with the art brand feels almost like a serendipity, like the stars aligned, because I was searching for the new watercolor brushes. The brand that I've been using for years was not so good any longer, so I was feeling that the quality was degrading and the price tag is quite high. So when you feel like the price is not matching the quality, you do not want to use this brand any longer. So I was doing a little research and I was trying to find what the other artists were recommending, and I had my eyes on this particular brand. And then they reached out and said like, hey, do you want to try our watercolor brush set? And I was so happy. I was like, yes, please send it to me, because I actually wanted to try it even before you wrote to me. So thank you very much, Fuumuui brand. I hope that my pronunciation is correct. I always find it so tricky with the brand names. So thank you so much for sending me this beautiful set. And I just wanted to share my review with you guys. So Fuumuui were very kind to allow me to pick the set which I want to try, and I was particularly curious about the artificial hair professional watercolor brushes. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find a good brand which make the professional level watercolor brushes with the artificial hair. So traditionally the watercolor brushes are made with the animal hair because it holds the water and paint very well, but I personally wanted to switch to using the brushes which have the artificial hair bristles. So I was very happy that Fuumuui had this one line with the artificial hair bristles. And what I have to say, they work beautifully. So they hold the paint as well as the natural hair. So I didn't notice any major differences, So if I didn't know, I would think that this is the natural hair. It holds the paint really well. It's very soft and very smooth. I really enjoyed painting with it. So it has also very fine tip, which was a big advantage because you know that I love going into a lot of very fine details. And normally I use the fine brushes for that, which have like super thin bristles. But the problem with those brushes is that they cannot hold a lot of paint. So you have to dip it all the time, and it's a little bit annoying, So when you have the kind of brush which has like, let me show you, I think I used maybe 4. So I was really impressed that I can actually use the bigger brush, like size 4, and still be able to paint, like teeny tiny individual hairs on the cat. That's amazing. Also, I really enjoy having a set of brushes which comes in different sizes and in different shapes because, normally you work with different watercolor paintings. Sometimes they have like bigger formats, some they are like smaller. And you also have all kinds of shapes of leaves, or you want to paint the hairs or whatever. So having the whole variety of brushes is always very helpful. Like for example, for today's little painting, I used the square brush. It was very helpful. It was very, very handy. So guys, I highly recommend these watercolor brushes. They worked amazing. And if you're interested, I will leave a link in the description box below. And you can use my code Xenia to get a 10% discount for your purchase. So if you feel like it, try it out. It's really good. professional level watercolor brushes. So I'm very impressed, and I think that I will have a lot of fun painting with them. Moving on to the next scene. So you may have noticed, guys, that I've been a little bit sporadic in sharing my new videos here on this channel. So normally I try to be more consistent and share a new video every 2 weeks, but it wasn't the case in the recent months. And the reason for that was that I'm in this final preparation stage before the summer market. So I was working on a lot of new products and thinking about the things that I want to put on my table, during the market. So this year I will be participating only in 2 art fairs, but these are the art fairs that normally sell really well. So I really want to be well prepared, and have something to show, because I also have a lot of people that come back year after year, so they want to see new stuff, and I always work really hard to deliver. This being said, I'm not sure when the next video will be coming out, so probably it will be mid-June. I know that's a long time, it's over a month, but yeah, unfortunately, I just have to stay focused on one thing at the moment, because I just have a lot on my plate. I have orders from the shop and also the wholesale orders, and I'm working on some smaller design commissions, and of course I have my Patreon, so that's a bit too much when I also have to prepare a lot of things for the markets. But after the markets, I will have a lot of free time to explore new creative projects and share them with you here. So I hope that you will be patient with me and stay with me by that time. Also, if you want to get more regular updates from me, you can always subscribe to my Patreon, because there I post 2 to 3 times a week, and I share a lot of printable materials, but also the process videos and different updates about what is going on in my studio at the moment. So if you're interested, you're welcome to join our little creative community there. Thank you always for being here, for all the kind words that you share with me in your comments, and please like and subscribe. And as always, your little messages give me a lot of joy. And thank you very much to everyone who is ordering from my shop. It means the world for me. And yeah, until next time, I hope you will have the most beautiful months, because now it is so beautiful outside. I hope that you have more opportunities than me to go out and enjoy the weather. And yeah, I hope I will see you really soon, and I'm sending you a lot of love. Goodbye.